Hello everyone and welcome to my first Dead by Daylight video. Now I've been playing it just in my free time for the past few months, I would say, although I started playing about a year ago when it went on Game Pass, and then I stopped paying for Game Pass because honestly the games are not good anymore. But anyways, I'm playing it now. I got Wesker and I want to show you guys my Wesker gameplay. You know what I'm saying? I probably have about 2 hours on Wesker, so if I'm terrible, do not at me in the comments, know what I'm saying? Or you can to boost the engagement, but you know, it's up to you and all. But yeah, I just want to show you my thought process and what I do or why I do what I do, and you know, kind of critique myself. You know what I'm saying? I do only have very little playtime, so I want to kind of see all the mistakes I make and try to refine those and get better at Wesker, because he's a really fun killer, and right now he doesn't feel too strong or too weak. He just feels good. You know what I'm saying? His add-ons are good, and overall I think he's a very well-rounded killer for new players. So without further ado, let's get into it. Here we are on Garden of Joy. As a newer player, I don't really like this map because it feels kind of small, which you may think is good for the killer, but for me, I don't know. I'm not that good, so it feels kind of overwhelming at times because there's a person over here, and I can't deal with all of them at once, especially with Wesker, because I don't know. And I think what's really important is finding the first survivor. This is where I would like Lethal Pursuer, but haven't bought Nemesis yet. I don't really plan to because I would only buy him for that perk, you know what I'm saying? And I just feel like Nemesis, I play on console, as you can see with the binds, and I heard Nemesis on console is really hard, so I don't really have a bunch of interest in Nemesis right now. But I find my first survivor regardless and land a pretty nice bound on her. You saw that, guys? I know you saw that. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That was pretty nice, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't happen very often, so don't get used to it. Get the hook early, and that kind of encourages me, you know what I'm saying? Because if you don't find the first survivor and then they all just stay on the gens, the gens start popping left and right, then it all goes to hell, and then it's bad. It's just bad. Here's where I should also probably turn my brightness up, because this house is way too dark, but I like my brightness out of medium because it makes the game look the best. But I guess for, you know, kind of more competitive play, more try-hardy play, you would want it higher. So in buildings like this, it's harder to see survivors, and it's kind of just a bit tricky sometimes. And I only went in that building because Barbecue told me someone was like behind it, and I looked and no one was there, no scratch marks, so they must have done a sneaky little play, you know what I'm saying, and hid away from me. That's fine, but you know, I'll find them later, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna lose hope yet. This girl is so annoying, bro. I cannot tell you how much time, bro. Just finish watching the video, please. As you can see here, this girl is pretty good, I'm not gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? Whenever I see survivors who are just playing good and not toxic, I don't really get mad because they're just better at me than the game, you know what I mean? But when it's a survive with friends, it's kind of just annoying because then they just bully you. And flashlights too, I hate flashlights. They just last so long, bro. When they bring the best add-ons, then they bring a black ward so they don't lose their add-ons. Oh my god, it's just annoying, man. And then I miss my bound on her. Whenever they're far away like this, I think it's really hard for me to land because they could just spin around a little bit and it'll actually do a lot. That knife there was actually very, bro, the gods blessed me. The behavior gods have blessed me and actually gave me a free hit. So thank you, behavior gods. If you were watching this video, thank you. I appreciate it. Well, I figured since she took herself here, I may as well take her to the basement and make it harder for an unhook. You know what I'm saying? This is where I really need to buy some more killers because I need more aura reading perks. Barbecue is not that reliable, and Bitter Murmur for me is kind of a hit or miss. It gives you information that kind of sometimes is not really useful. It mostly pops when I'm carrying people to a hook, and at that point obviously it's not useful to me because I already have someone. By the time I go over there, they're gonna be gone. So I'm not gonna lie, she kind of spun me there. I'm not gonna lie, bro. She's better than me. She's trying to embarrass me, you know what I'm saying? But I do not let her get away with this, you know what I'm saying? I will chase her until she dies and is out the game. She jumps through this window. They all use this window, so anytime that they go through that, I honestly just drop the chase. It's really annoying, and they'll just keep looping me around, and then they'll go to a different pallet, and then they'll loop me around a different pallet after that one, so it's kind of pointless. I may as well go after someone who's just sitting on a gen. Now here I can't really find anyone. I'm looking at gens and I don't see nobody, so in my eyes that's a win-win. They're not doing gens, and the only way to escape with all 4 people is to do gens, so I'm just letting them do their thing, you know what I'm saying? But then they use the first aid spray thingy-majig that lets me see them with killer instinct, so I go after her. This is tricky. Usually I mess these up, but I think this time no, it doesn't. So I always miss these, bro. I always miss these because I usually hit the truck with the box, the collision, and it's just overall hard to land. But then I get her, and yeah, it doesn't result in a down from that hit, but I injure her, and she runs to the house. At that point, I'm honestly like, bro, why are you at this house? I don't want to run you at this house. And then she blinds me, the icing on top, and she will not get away with that. You know, if you blind me, that's not cool. So here I land a nasty bound on her. As you can see, she doesn't make it. If she fast vaulted that though, I believe she would have made it, but she kind of took it at a weird angle, so she couldn't do it the most effective way. Now finally, I get real value out of barbecue. I see someone doing my totem. They just did my totem, so I know they're over here, and basement is over here, and I believe they dropped pallet already, so I may as well chase them here. Unfortunately, they don't stick around very long. They think I don't see them here. They think I'm stupid, but that skin actually gave them away, you know what I'm saying? So I get a free hit on them. I don't actually injure him, which is very annoying. I should probably run range add-ons so I could throw them further. He tries to drop the pallet. I hit him. I don't know what he's doing here. And then I body block the pallet so he doesn't hop over it. I land at M1. And I assume he just gives up here. I'm not really too sure what is his strategy. I break the pallet. And he actually DC'd, so that is great. I'm not sure why he DC'd. Was I playing unfair or something? I don't know. They've done 3 gens. That was not even going to be my first kill, so let me know in the comments, guys. I don't know. But I find this girl right here. I take the M1 because honestly, the charge bound is kind of hit or miss with me. I could swing way off to the side and completely miss, or I could hit them dead on, or get very lucky by the behavior gods, but I'm not even going to risk it, so I just off the M1 at this point. Do a little mind game here, and it works. I'm pretty good at mind games, you know what I'm saying? You saw that? That was pretty clean. I probably shouldn't have even broke this pallet because it's not really that safe, and I could just vault over with my bound if I want to, but I break it anyways just to get it out the way and kind of get this area more into dead zone space rather than you know, pallet safe space. With her hooked now, I try to get value out of barbecue, and I think I do. I find someone over here. I head over there. Last time I did this and I went over there and they were not there, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go over there again and hopefully they are there, and if they aren't, then I'm gonna have to stop using barbecue. But as you can see there, they try to do a little sneaky. I saw it last second. I grab them with my bound. I don't grab them with my bound. Then he tries to loop me in here. I'm surprised we weren't sitting here because this guy only wants to run me through this window, then to the right, I assume, and then keep on looping the window and then connect it to a different pallet or something. So honestly, I'm not that interested in this Yoichi, so I drop it and I head back to the survivor that I assume is getting unhooked, and they are. I go after the person who's unhooked because I just assume it's a smarter thing to do. I'm pretty sure it is, and I try to do this little trick where you go once and then you go again and you hit them, but I didn't because I'm not that good. Here I know they have to drop pallets, so I just kind of try to avoid the stuns. Somehow I don't, even though I was so far from the pallet. That is very unlucky, and they're just going to keep on running it, so I kind of should break it, or I should vault over it. As you can see here, I choose to vault over it. Hindsight, I probably should have broke it because I'm just wasting time now, and if she would have run in the other direction, it would be better, but you know, it is what it is. This is why I'm making this video, to improve and see what I could do differently in gameplay. There, I probably shouldn't have gone so straight. I knew she would kind of dart off to the right or the left because she's been doing that all game, and Survivor's play styles tend to stay the same all game. They don't really tend to differ because if it's working for them, you know. She is at another safe pallet though, I will say, and I try to swing her, but I don't because I'm just very unlucky, I guess, and I get another pallet dropped on me. I just don't even waste the time breaking it. I go straight after her because at this point there's 2 gens. We have 3 people, and this girl has been running me for about a minute and a half now, so I'm just wasting time if I break the pallet. I'm wasting time even chasing her, but I may as well commit because I've already been doing it for so long. She finally drops a pallet and I don't get stunned, so I just destroy it, but she flashes me, and you know, it's whatever. This is why I should run Lightborn. I now do run Lightborn because I didn't have it at the time of recording this video, but pretty unlucky. I actually lost her, so I'm just trying to look for anyone now. This is where I think I need more aura reading perks. The only one I have is barbecue, and to be honest, I don't really use it that well because sometimes, at least on console, I don't know what it is, sometimes they'll hide behind a generator and the generator's aura is blocking them, so it's hard to see them through the barbecue. But sometimes it doesn't do that, so I don't know, maybe it's a bug or maybe that's how it's supposed to be, but I think it's kind of bad. I actually don't run barbecue anymore because of this reason. It happens way too much in my servers, in my games. We finally find someone after all that time, and it's the girl who ran me for the past 2 minutes, just 3 minutes before, so that's great. But this is the only thing we have to go off of right now, so I just chase her because, you know, I don't know what the other 2 are. They're probably sitting on a gen as we are speaking right now, but I'm just gonna try chase her, get a hook, and get some pressure built up, and hopefully that can lead me to the 4K and wipe all these noobs. But it seems like I've lost her. This is why I'm a baby killer. Okay, well, let's just hope we find someone. Okay, the last time I found someone, they ran away from me and then they hid, and now I have nothing to go off of. I have nothing. I don't know where any of them are at. This gen was touched, but I don't know. This is where I think the knight has a perk called nowhere to hide. You pick a gen and like 20 meters or so around it, it reveals survivors. and that would have been pretty valuable there. But I find Yoichi anyways. I throw him against the wall, very nice, and he leads me on quite the chase. And honestly, at this point, I'm not really too interested in him, but I kind of have to. He's the only one injured, and I don't even, in hindsight, I don't know why I go after this girl. I should have just kept chasing Yoichi. This girl clearly is more capable of running me than Yoichi because I absolutely slapped him up. But I think I get him here with the lunge. Yep, I do. I get him with the lunge, and then hopefully I hook him. And I don't know if this is his death hook. This might be his second hook, actually. If this is his first hook, I'm gonna uninstall the game right now. I'm not even playing it right now, but if this is his first hook, I'm just gonna install it. All right, thank you for everyone for watching the video. I'm just kidding. Okay, but why did I go after the guy who was on one hook? I probably should have been paying attention more to hook states, but it's okay. I find this girl sneaking. She thinks I'm a baby killer. I'm just a baby killer. I'm not a baby killer. I can still see you if you're crouching behind a car that is like not even half the size of you, okay? So I'm not extremely dumb, but I'm just a little bit dumb. I find this girl trying to do the sneaky as well, and I get a hit on her. This was actually very encouraging because, you know, she's a very I'm not gonna say talented survivor, because I mean she doesn't do that much great plays, but she's better than me for sure as a survivor. And I don't even know why I go after her, to be honest. I should be going after the dude on hook and kind of proxy camping, because at this point I have nothing to go off of. There's one gen left and I need to win this. I end up finding this injured girl and hopefully I get her here. That is not her. Yep, that is her. Good job. I throw her and she gets downed. Let's go. And she gets infected with Ouroboros. Let's go. Is that how you say Ouroboros, or is it Ouroboros? I don't know. She gets affected with something and she gets a flashlight save, so that is just absolutely fantastic. I love being a killer main in Dead by Daylight. It is so fun, but she's not safe for long. As you can see, I absolutely destroy her here. That was a pretty good prediction, okay? Because I saw her go around the corner. I assume she's going to run across for me, and I absolutely throw her against that wall and down her perfectly. On the hook you go. Yep, there you go. And hopefully we get a value from barbecue. As you can see, we do. We see someone on that generator. This is one of the few times, one of the very minuscule times that barbecue works. I don't know how much value it provides, because I can already infer that someone is there because they've been on that gen for quite a while and they seem to not want to give it up, even though there's a gen that they could easily do like over there to the left. But it is what it is. It's better for me anyways, not for them. This is exhibit B of where more aura reading perks will come into play, because I have absolutely no idea where anyone is, but I just did see them do an action right now, so that is great. I'm gonna go over there right now, and hopefully I can down her, hook her, and then that's it. GG's. I get an M1 on her, very nice. I didn't use the charge bound. I probably should have used charge bound there because I don't think she could have avoided it, but it is what it is. I still got the hit on her. I get the hit on him as well. And we continue chasing them because at this point I need to hook somebody right now. I'll give her props. She tried to flash me, but it just didn't work at the end of the day. I M1 her. And that is it for the game. I get a 3K. I don't know if I find Yoichi actually. I don't remember. And yeah, now it's just a hunt for Yoichi. She's on the hook. She's dead. And now we just have to try to prevent him from getting hatched. Hopefully he doesn't get hatched, but it is what it is. If he does, I'll take a 3K as a win. One did DC, but as we saw earlier, I'm pretty sure he DC'd because he just didn't want to deal with it anymore, which I can, you know, I can resonate with. I often sometimes do that too when I'm getting face camped, but I wasn't even face camping him. I just downed him a little bit, but it's whatever. But 3K will not be happening because I find Yoichi and I grab him with the charge mount, throw him against a tree, even though I should just kind of pushed him against a tree, but it is what it is. I down him and that's it. Now here, you may be thinking, you know, why aren't you grabbing him? He could have Unbreakable. Here I'm trying to get the achievement where you close the hatch 30 times. I'm that new where I haven't closed the hatch 30 times already. I've since gotten it since posting this video, since making this video. But here I'm just trying to get some progress towards it so I can, you know, get the achievement. I like achievement hunting a lot in games, and I think Dead by Daylight is a perfect game for it because all the achievements are pretty fair, to be honest. There's only one where you have to repair generators in RPD and escape by 20 times. It used to be you had to repair it in the main hall, but since it's been split into two, they kind of took that away. You now just have to escape basically 20 times by repairing all the generators, which in and of itself is pretty annoying. But it looks like too close of a call here. I find the hatch just slightly before Yoichi does, and he gets away and he gets the 3K. Well, I get the 3K and I don't get the 4K and I don't get progress towards the achievement, so that is fantastic. But yeah, as you can see, pretty fair items. 2 broad medkits, 1 broad flashlight. I have no idea what this will-o-wisp is. I don't even know what that is. I think it's a flashlight because it has flashlight add-ons, but I didn't even see him use a flashlight, so I don't know. Let me know in the comments, guys. What event was it from? What year or something? Because I have items from old events and stuff, you know. I'm not even sure how I got them. I'm pretty sure behavior just gives them to you if you come to the game as a new player or something. But that is it for my first Dead by Daylight video. Thank you guys for watching so much. If you made it here, you probably didn't because statistics say otherwise, but if you did, thank you so much. Have a good day. So actually